Over 1 in 10 engine failures come from oil that should have been banned years ago. Today, we're exposing the worst engine oils still sold on store shelves, plus the one labeled high mileage safe that's quietly wrecking modern engines. We'll also bust 5 common oil myths even smart drivers believe. But it's the bonus tip at the end, the one about certified oils and a $3,000 mistake your mechanic won't warn you about. Let's dive in. Culprit number 1, non-detergent oil. This is an ancient relic that does not belong in your car. Unless your car belongs in a museum, non-detergent oils were used until the 1950s, when engines didn't even have oil filters. As the name screams, they lack any kind of cleaning agent. If you pour this into a modern engine, you invite sludge to a block party. Grime, carbon, and gunk will cling to your engine like chewing gum on hot pavement. And here's the bill. Sludge removal alone can run you $500 to $1,200. But if the buildup clogs oil passages or fries internal parts, a full engine replacement could set you back $3,500 to $5,000 for a compact car, or over $7,000 for a luxury SUV. There's more bad news. These oils also don't have anti-wear additives. So while your engine's trying to fight heat and pressure, it's going into battle with zero armor. That means faster wear, damaged bearings, and goodbye compression. Unless you're rebuilding a vintage tractor or reviving Grandpa's old Chevy for a car show, non-detergent oil has no business near your engine. Leave it in the history books. Culprit number 2, wrong viscosity oil. Oil isn't one size fits all, and using the wrong viscosity can be ruthless to your engine's lifespan. When it's too thick, oil moves like syrup, slow, heavy, and unable to squeeze into narrow oil galleries, especially on cold starts. That's when around 80% of engine wear happens. Without instant lubrication, parts grind dry for several seconds. Conversely, thin oil can't handle high heat or pressure. It breaks down faster, loses its film strength, and fails to cushion metal surfaces. That leads to scoring, friction, and full-blown part failure. Take 20W50 for example. It's too thick for modern turbo engines like Ford EcoBoost, Mazda Skyactiv, or Hyundai GDI. These engines have tiny tolerances and rapid-moving components that demand quick-flowing oil. The wrong viscosity can cause rough idling, sluggish acceleration, and increased operating temperatures. Over time, expect variable valve timing system failures, clogged oil passages, and even spun bearings. Now you are hit with a repair bill not less $1,500. You'll also see a dip in fuel economy, more trips to the gas pump, and oil leaks as seals strain under the wrong flow dynamics. At the end of the video, we'll show you an easy, foolproof way to avoid this situation. Culprit number 3, APIJ and older ratings. Just because it's on a shelf doesn't mean it's good for your car. APIJ is a high viscosity oil that is not meant for cars built after 2001. Similar to non-detergent oil, APIJ oil lacks modern protection. It doesn't have the advanced detergents or wear fighters that today's engines rely on. Sludge control is weak, and long-term protection just isn't there. Expect more friction, faster wear, and poor fuel economy. Worst of all, it can mess with your emission system, and that's an expensive fix. Replacing a damaged catalytic converter can cost up to $3,000. In case you're wondering, cars made after 2010 should use API-SN. And if your car was built between 2001 and 2010, use API-SM. Always check the API certification before you change your oil. Culprit number 4, high mileage oil in low mileage engine. High mileage oil is built for battle-worn engines. It's loaded with seal conditioners to stop leaks and slow aging. Sounds helpful, right? But not if your engine is still in its prime. In newer cars, this oil can do more harm than good. those conditioners swell up seals, which can cost up to $1,000 to repair. Soft gaskets and sludge buildup are other potential side effects that can sting your wallet. Imagine spending over $8,000 to clean sludge buildup. Ouch! Don't use high-mileage oil until your car hits 75,000 miles. Culprit number 5. Recycled or re-refined oil without certification. Approximately 561 million gallons of motor oil are used by the private sector in the US each year. Recycling this oil to go back into cars instead of hurting the environment is a great concept. However, don't use any without certification. Some of these oils are poorly processed. They skip vital additives your engine needs. Worse, they may still contain tiny contaminants that act like sandpaper inside your motor. Uncertified recycled oil breaks down quickly, loses viscosity, and provides weak protection. That leads to poor lubrication, overheating, and expensive damage over time. If there's no legit certification seal like API or ACEA, don't take the risk. Always check the label, look for trusted certifications before you pour, and don't let a cheap price tag fool you. That $15 bottle might seem like a bargain until it turns into a $3,500 engine rebuild. Culprit number 6. Diesel oil in gasoline engines without compatibility. We get it, diesel oils contain more detergents and zinc than gasoline oils, which makes them tougher. As a result, they can protect your engine better, or at least most of your engine. The reality is that diesel oils are too aggressive for gas engines. It doesn't burn as cleanly, and your emission system pays the price. The higher zinc content is also tough on catalytic converters. So, unless you have a $3,000 gift for your mechanic, keep diesel oil out of your engine. However, some cars are compatible with diesel oils, but check your manual to be sure. But even then, it's not worth the risk. Culprit number 7. Unbranded or generic oils from unknown sources. That no-name bottle on the shelf might tempt you with a low price, but don't fall for it. Unbranded or generic oils often skip the essentials. They lack a verified additive package, consistent base oil quality, and proper blending standards. What you're pouring in isn't a budget win, it's a mechanical time bomb. Without API or ACEA certification, you're pouring mystery liquid into your engine. It might break down too fast, leave sludge behind, or fail to protect under heat and pressure. You could be risking everything from oil leaks to complete engine failure. Is saving a few dollars worth risking a $7,000 repair? Nah. So, how do you steer clear of this mess? Simple. Always verify the oil type before you buy. There's a reason top brands like Mobil 1, Castrol, and Valvoline proudly display their certifications. They've been tested, trusted, and proven to deliver. Avoid the shady stuff with the sketchy label. If it doesn't have a name you recognize or the right seals on the bottle, don't touch it. Avoiding bad oils isn't enough. Most drivers still fall for oil myths that wreck engines silently. Let's bust the worst ones, starting with the myth that invites sludge. Myth number 1, engine oil additives always help. Modern engine oils already come loaded with finely tuned additives that fight wear, control sludge, and protect your engine. Tossing in extra chemicals? That's like adding hot sauce to a perfectly cooked steak. Unnecessary and risky. Some treatments mess with viscosity. They thicken the oil or break down its protective layer, doing more harm than good. That's why engine manufacturers say, skip the snake oil. No bottle on the shelf will turn bad oil into liquid gold. If you want top performance, simply follow your owner's manual. Myth number 2, only the manufacturer's oil will do. It's not the logo that matters, it's the specs. As long as the oil meets the right standards, API, ACEA, or SAE, you're golden. Here's the kicker. That official oil is often just repackaged stuff from big-name brands, sold at a premium. Car makers don't brew oil, they just rebrand it. Forget the hype. Your owner's manual is the real MVP. It tells you exactly what viscosity and certification you need. Oil is like medicine. You want the right ingredients, not a flashy label. Use certified oil that matches your car's needs, but don't stop there. We've got some more great tips in our video. Doing this will make your engine run like new again. Myth number 3. Milky or foamy oil isn't always bad. Some people believe that as long as your engine is running fine, the color of the oil doesn't matter. Nothing could be more dangerous. Foamy or milky oil is rare, and it suggests a serious problem. It could mean that coolant is leaking into the oil or that water has entered the engine chamber. This can happen when the head gasket is leaking or you have a cracked engine block. If it's the latter, you're looking at a repair bill that can rival a down payment. The owner of a Ford Focus had to cough up $11,000 to get his fixed because he didn't notice it early enough. Inspect your oil at least once a month and never miss your oil change schedule. Myth number 4. Synthetic oil causes leaks in older engines. Modern synthetic oil is safe. It works great in both old and new engines. If leaks show up after switching, they were already there. Synthetic oil just makes them more visible. It doesn't cause them. Synthetic is thinner and flows better, so it sneaks through existing cracks that thicker oil used to mask. But that's a good thing. Now you know there's a problem and you can fix it before damage happens. Plus, synthetic oil cleans better, handles heat well, and stops engine wear. So don't blame synthetic oil. Blame old gaskets or seals. Myth number 5. You can't switch oil types. Many drivers believe switching to synthetic oil is a lifelong commitment. It's not. You can switch between synthetic, conventional, or even blends without wrecking your engine. In fact, many oils are already mixed. Yes, synthetic oil has perks. It fights friction, handles extreme temps like a champ, and keeps engines cleaner. But it also costs more. That's why some drivers stick with good old conventional. If your engine was built for synthetic, don't downgrade. But if it runs fine on conventional, you've got options. Your engine just wants what's recommended, not a loyalty pledge. Have you fallen for one of these? Don't worry. We're about to show how to tell if you've been unintentionally damaging your engine. The rescue plan. When oil doesn't match your engine's needs, it doesn't stay quiet. First red flag, increased engine noise. If your ride suddenly sounds like a sewing machine on steroids, that's a problem. Next up, rough idling or sluggish takeoffs. If the car hesitates at green lights or shakes at red ones, your oil could be to blame. Burning through gas faster than usual could also be a warning call. And when that engine light comes on, don't ignore it. It could mean your oil isn't protecting like it should. Once that is cleared out of the way, it's time to start giving your car the tender, loving care it needs. How to choose the right oil for your car. Step 1. Check the oil cap. Yep, that little cap often shows the exact oil grade your engine needs. Quick and easy. Step 2. Flip through your owner's manual. It's not just for show. This book lists the right viscosity, oil type, and how much your engine drinks. Step 3. Ask an expert. Your local parts store or dealership can pull up the exact specs in seconds. Don't guess. Ask. Step 4. Use a trusted repair guide. Websites like Haynes or AllData break down the information for your specific car model. Now you know what to avoid. Don't let a simple slip become a wallet-crushing repair. If you have ever used the wrong oil before, drop it in the comments and let us know what happened. Want extra protection? Watch 17 costly oil change mistakes that ruin your engine.